Have you ever heard of the term telomeres? These tiny protective caps at the ends of your chromosomes may hold the key to how you age. They naturally shorten as you get older, but here's the amazing part: your lifestyle, especially what you eat, can actually slow this process down or even reverse it. That's right. Welcome to a journey of health wisdom. In today's video, we're diving into a story that's not just inspiring, but could be life-changing for you or someone you love. It's the story of Charles, a vibrant 96-year-old man who, believe it or not, lives completely pain-free, takes no medication, and recently discovered that his telomeres had actually lengthened. And guess what? He credits it mostly to his food choices. No gimmicks. No extreme treatments. Just real food eaten consistently, with an understanding of how nutrition can influence our cells. So if you're ready to take control of your aging journey and uncover powerful insights, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on more health wisdom like this. Charles' story starts in the most unexpected way. At the age of 90, he felt a growing sense of curiosity. He wasn't sick, but he noticed that some of his peers were declining rapidly while he still had energy and a sharp mind. So he began to wonder, was it just good genes, or was something else at play? He began reading, learning, and eventually came across the work of Dr. William Li, a well-known physician and researcher who specializes in how food can support the body's natural healing systems. Dr. Li has dedicated his career to helping people understand how what we put on our plates can directly impact things like immunity, angiogenesis, stem cell function, the microbiome, and yes, telomere protection. Charles started incorporating more telomere-supporting foods into his daily meals, and the results were beyond encouraging. He focused especially on high-protein whole foods, rich in antioxidants and healthy fats. One of his daily staples? A big bowl of blueberries and strawberries. These vibrant, juicy berries are loaded with anthocyanins, the plant compounds that help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, two major culprits that can accelerate telomere shortening. Charles described the shift as almost magical. He noticed clearer thinking, deeper sleep, and even stronger nails and hair. Now, let's talk about some of the powerful foods Charles used to nourish his telomeres. If you're someone who loves starting your morning with something naturally sweet and refreshing, berries are a great place to begin. Toss a handful into your oatmeal or blend them into a smoothie. Blueberries and strawberries, in particular, are rich in antioxidants that your body can recognize and use efficiently to fend off cellular stress. Next on Charles' plate was extra virgin olive oil. This was a game changer. He switched out all processed oils and made olive oil his go-to for cooking and dressings. Why? Because extra virgin olive oil is rich in polyphenols, the plant-based compounds that help support the longevity of your cells. It is also a cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet, which has been linked with healthier aging and longer telomeres in several studies. Think about drizzling it over roasted vegetables or using it as a base for homemade salad dressings. It's not just delicious, it's protective. One food Charles admitted he had avoided for years, but learned to embrace, was fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, and mackerel are all packed with omega-3s, and these essential fats have been shown to slow the rate of telomere shortening. In one fascinating study, people with higher levels of omega-3s had significantly longer telomeres than those with lower levels. If you're not a fish lover, you can try wild salmon patties or even omega-3 rich chia seeds. Just make it a point to nourish your body with these anti-inflammatory fats regularly. Leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables like spinach, kale, and broccoli became another daily habit. Charles often joked that his green bowl was his fountain of youth. These vegetables are rich in folate, vitamin C, vitamin E, and sulforaphane, all compounds that work in synergy to protect telomeres. You don't need to eat them plain. Try sauteing spinach in olive oil with garlic, or add kale to a soup or smoothie for a nutritional punch that your cells will thank you for. Tomatoes were another unexpected hero in Charles' journey. He didn't love them at first, but once he learned about lycopene, a powerful antioxidant found in tomatoes, he made an effort to include them in his meals. Lycopene helps protect your cells from oxidative damage, one of the major drivers of telomere shortening. You can enjoy tomatoes fresh, roasted, or even as a base in homemade sauces. The key is consistency. Legumes like lentils, chickpeas, and black beans also played a starring role. These foods are not only high in plant-based protein and fiber, but they also contain polyphenols that help reduce inflammation and support cellular repair. Charles loved lentil soup, and he often paired it with a piece of sourdough bread and a handful of leafy greens for a meal that was satisfying and deeply nourishing. If you're looking for a meatless Monday option, beans and lentils are a smart, delicious choice. Nuts and seeds, particularly walnuts and flax seeds, became Charles' go-to snacks. These are rich in healthy fats and antioxidants, and in population studies, they've been associated with better telomere integrity. You can sprinkle them over oatmeal or yogurt, blend them into smoothies, or simply keep a small container of mixed nuts in your bag for a nutrient-dense snack on the go. Walnuts are especially rich in alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 that supports heart and cellular health. Red and purple grapes also made a regular appearance in Charles' routine. These fruits are high in resveratrol, a natural compound that has been studied for its potential anti-aging effects, particularly its ability to help maintain telomere length. He loved freezing grapes for a crunchy, sweet treat in the afternoon. You might also try adding them to salads or pairing them with a handful of nuts for a simple but powerful combo. And then there was green tea. Every afternoon, Charles would sit by his window, sip on a warm cup of green tea and read. This wasn't just relaxing, it was strategic. Green tea, especially matcha powder, contains egg, a potent antioxidant that may help protect telomeres from damage. You can enjoy green tea hot, iced, or whisk up a creamy matcha latte using almond milk and a bit of honey. It's a small habit that can make a big impact. Dark chocolate was one of Charles' favorite indulgences. But he was mindful of the kind. He chose always 70% or more rich in cacao. This type of chocolate is loaded with flavonoids and polyphenols, both of which help reduce cellular stress. He would eat a square or two after dinner, savoring each bite, knowing it wasn't just a treat, but a contribution to his long-term vitality. One more food that deserves a shout-out: avocados. Creamy, satisfying, and incredibly nutrient-dense, avocados are high in monounsaturated fats, fiber, and antioxidants. In some studies, they've been linked to reduced cellular aging. Charles enjoyed half an avocado almost every day, sometimes on toast, other times blended into a smoothie for added creaminess. He believed that this one simple food helped keep his skin soft, his heart strong, and his energy stable throughout the day. Throughout all of this, Charles made sure his diet had enough protein. Protein is essential for tissue repair and muscle maintenance, but it also plays a role in cellular health. He included eggs, Greek yogurt, legumes, and lean cuts of meat, always making sure that his meals were balanced and packed with real, unprocessed ingredients. This helped him maintain his strength and independence well into his 90s. Dr. William Lee's insights on using food as medicine were instrumental in Charles' journey, and they can be in yours too. Dr. Lee emphasizes how food can turn on your body's own defense systems, helping you heal, protect, and regenerate. His research is grounded in science, but focused on practical, everyday choices that anyone can make. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. So, what does this mean for you? Imagine feeling more energized, thinking more clearly, and aging with grace, all by making thoughtful choices about what you eat. What foods on this list are already a part of your life? And which ones are you excited to try? Share with us in the comments. Your journey matters, and your voice might inspire someone else to take that first step. If you found value in Charles' story and these simple, powerful food choices, please give this video a like. It really helps more people discover this kind of health wisdom. Share it with a friend or family member who needs encouragement. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss more inspiring stories and practical tips on how to support your health naturally. Let's build a community here, one that's centered on shared wisdom, positive choices, and taking charge of our well-being. Because aging well isn't about avoiding birthdays. It's about living fully with energy, joy, and connection. Thanks for watching, and remember, every bite you take is either feeding disease or fighting it. Choose wisely and choose with love. See you in the next one.